Hello, my friends. Today we're going to work on a portrait project. So you are going to have to start with a photo of yourself, a selfie that you like. If you don't have access to a phone or a camera, lucky duck, if you go under Applications on your Mac, you have Photo Booth. It's really easy to take photos using this. You hit the camera button, you make whatever kind of face you want, and you can drag and drop from here onto your desktop and from your desktop into Photoshop. So I've already got my photo here, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways you can play around with it. We're going to be doing a 4x4 grid of different faces that you've made, different colors. You can really kind of decide what direction you want to go with. I'm going to teach you a little bit about selecting by color and fill, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about layer styles. So we've got this picture of me. It's very nice, but I don't want the stuff in the background. So I'm going to go to one of my selection tools and just select those out. I don't want to select too much of my hair, so I need to go back to my minus tool. Back that up. Switch back over to my plus tool, minus this out, and hit delete. So now I've got kind of a fuzzy edge. I'm going to come in with my eraser, use a hard round brush, and then just kind of clean that edge up, just a touch. Make this a little bit smaller. Fix that weird divot in my finger. I think I just made it worse. There we go. Do the same thing over on the other side. And notice I do have an image that is a square. If I didn't, I could use this tool. It's the crop tool. Once you click on it, you can drag to resize or crop your image. Hit enter, and there it is. So there's my photo. Now I'm ready to start playing around with it. I'm actually going to keep a copy of this. Command C, Command V to paste it in front. So now I've got this one, and I'm going to go up to Image, Adjustments, and we've learned a little bit about these ones. We're going to go down to these ones now. We're going to go to Posterize. What posterizing does is it limits the amount of colors in your picture. This one is limiting mine to roughly 4 levels of color. So I'm going to hit OK, and that's probably what you should shoot for too. Now what I can do, since I've limited the colors, it makes it much easier to break this picture down. This would be a very useful tool if you were trying to paint a self-portrait. I'm going to come up to Select, and I'm going to choose Color Range. I'm going to start with this peachy color. Notice it's already on the dropper tool. I'm going to go with Sampled Colors. I could go by reds, which is most of the picture, or cyans, which is just a little bit of the picture. So we're just going to stick with sampled, because we're going to do this bit by bit. I'm going to select these colors, and then I'm going to go up to Edit and Fill. I'm going to pick a different color for my fill. Maybe I want to go with, I don't know, green. Maybe I'm feeling witchy. And it makes sense, my friends, to fill or change things that match the value of your skin. So this would be considered a very bright or highlight color. The other thing I can do if I don't want to go by fill is go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, and drag along my selection there. See how that's a little bit lighter green? I'm going to click to deselect. I could also hit Command D, and I'm going to go do the same thing. Color range. This time I'm going to back out to the slightly darker pink, hit OK. And that's a lot. So we're going to go up to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. And if I'm smart, I'll remember what direction I dragged it in before to make it look similar. Hit OK. And you're going to repeat that process a couple more times until you've changed the color scheme of your picture. One more time, that's Select, Color Range, click on your color that you're replacing, hit OK, go to Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. Now this is awfully gray, so I'm going to pump up the saturation and the lightness on this and see if I can get something a little more. Here's where you may need to play with the color balance. I really want more green in this, so I'm going to pump up the green. There we go. Maybe a little more yellow too. And I would keep going and going.